Good morning, friends. So today I want to talk about covered calls I sold last week. I was on fire. I was selling a lot of covered calls and I will explain to you why. So let's get to it. Let's make that extra cash. So SPY reached the level of 450, 4,500 on SPX last week, which was a huge level. And a lot of people start freaking out that, oh, we might dip now, go down. Oh my God, everything is going to happen. I don't care about predictions, quite frankly, but I also look at the chart and I see how much we rallied since we got over this supply demand box that I had. We were stuck in there almost for a year. So in last 2 months, right, we had a huge rally and a lot of stocks went crazy. They were up a lot. So when I have days like this, when you see here on Thursday, that was a day I was selling a bunch of covered calls. Strong day in the markets and strong days on many of my stocks. So let's look at some of them, right? So look, PLTR was reaching over $17, right? It can go higher, but it's a great day to do it. Look how much PLTR rallied. And I've been selling calls on PLTR the whole entire time, last couple of months. I owned over 2,000 shares. And, if I sell them for a win, I'm happy. I was selling calls 24. Why 24? Because that's when I would be comfortable to sell the stock. Here 20 is a huge level, which it might get there. And 24 is less probable. The delta there was very low. It was around 15, I think. So I said, you know what? If we get there to this gap and fill the gap in the next month, I was selling for August regular, the monthlies on August 18th expiry. I will make so much money on this stock and I'm okay with that. So I have 2,000 shares. I only sold 5 calls on 24. You don't have to sell 20 calls on 24 because look, if the stock really has momentum and I sold 500 shares, I'm okay with that, right? Every single time call means it's 100 shares, covered call or any call. So options times 100. I hope you guys know this. If not, check my videos on option course and option courses I have on YouTube. So that was PLTR. Again, like the stock rallied madly. It was getting to this resistance and you want to always sell on a strong up day after strong rallies and around resistances. I like this 20. If we pass there, God bless us. I don't think we will. And then a lot of data came in with option flow. There were some option buys around 20. So I'm more than sure I won't lose these shares. And even if I would, I'm fine. The Riot. So Riot, look at this stock. I love talking about it. I sold my calls on Riot on 25 because here we might get there if we keep rallying more. And 25 was kind of my level when I said, you know what, I'm okay to dump the stock. I will be up over 150%. It's okay. I don't mind. Rinse and repeat. I'm a trader. I invest, but I do not invest for long-term into stock like this. I invest in different stocks and the indexes. That's where I put my money after I make them trading and I let it sit there for my retirement. So Riot, look, if I'm up 100% on the stock, it sounds too good to be true, but yes, we sold this, this last 8 months since October. That's good money, guys. Greed is not good. Don't be greedy because you know how it ended for many in 2021. So if you're up these amounts, just take it. Another one I sold was Airbnb and I actually sold 160 right here. Again, I looked at this resistance, this zone, because there's pretty much only this level standing in the way. And then we're getting back up to 160. A beautiful rally on Airbnb. I love it. I have some shares. I sold covered calls, 160. And all of them were for a August 18th regular. Okay. AMD, I actually sold a put because AMD on Thursday was at the beginning not doing well. And I used the momentum to, if you look at Thursday, let's just zoom into the chart because on the daily, you can't really see it well. For some reason, let's go to 15 minutes or 30 minutes. So I don't have to scroll too much. Here we have Thursday. So, boom. Airbnb was not happy here. Airbnb was not doing that well. And at the beginning of the day, boom, it was down, and I just sold puts, and I made nice money. And I bought them back, guess where? Right next day. Why? Because I was up 50%. If I'm up overnight on sold puts or sold calls 50%, I'm buying them back. There's no reason for me to have the cash and the margin stuck. When you sell put, usually most brokers will hold the margin for you. So I sold 108 puts on AMD, and that means 108 times 100, right? So $10,800 were stuck waiting in the margin. So, why would I do it? I'm up 50% on those, and let me just buy them back. 108 I chose. Sounded like a smart level for me back then. And let me move my face so I can show you on the chart. Again, boom. You see, this is the daily. So 108, it was around the supply demand level, below 50 exponential moving average. Okay, if we get there, we probably won't. This was a strong level. 108, and boom, next day I bought it back on this spike, like right in the morning. You can do that too. You don't have to sit in those, it's about additional income. And really, if you're up 50% on any sort of option besides Leap, take the money. Another one, Square. Square woke up from death. Finally, we're still in this ugly range that goes from like 55 to 90. It's been there for a year. But Square, July, historically is a very strong month. Look what we did last year in June, July, like Square rallied crazy. And now we're going to probably do the same. So I sold 90 calls on Square, and I don't mind getting rid of the shares. Look, we tried here. We tried here. We tried here. We tried. We've been trying to break the 90 here. It dipped a little bit about. That was like, I think on the earning exactly after hours. There was something in the day around earnings last year. So if we get there and we finally break out of this range, great, but it would have to happen until then. And I will actually look for you what exact date I saw on Square, because I was selling the calls between July 28 and between August 18. So I didn't sell all the calls. And of course, I have 400 shares of Square, and I only sold one call because, again, like many times on this chart, we try to break the 90. We might actually, if the market keeps corresponding. So this one was also for August 18th regular. Okay, so that's Square. Again, really nice momentum, the strong stock, strong momentum. Look at that on Thursday. This was just, the green candles. So that was a good day. BABA. I sold 110 on BABA. Again, on Thursday, we got to 97. So 110 sounded for me 105. It's very plausible. 110 is here, and I would be happy to sell my BABA for 110. If not, I will keep selling options around BABA. China has lately strong momentum as well. They're printing money. The stocks are doing well. I own BABA. I know KWEB, KWEB, as it's an ETF of Chinese companies. So that's the one that's doing really well too. I haven't sold premiums there. They're really low. So anyways, BABA is enough. Shopify. Look at this baby. Shopify has been amazing. I have also 400 shares of Shopify. Here's the supply zone around 86. I sold 85. Okay. That was a supply. Now is a supply zone. Yeah. We'll see how it works. So I sold around 90 or 85. Sorry, 85 call exactly here. So we see this gap here from last February, actually. So the stock has been a whole year and a half almost now in this little bathtub. So here is a nice gap, and around earnings, we'll see if it gets there. Gaps are pretty tricky. Sometimes the stocks get there and they retest. So again, I sold only one call on Shopify from my 400 shares. So it's fine. If we keep rolling, I will sell 100. You don't have to sell again all the calls, because then you get rid of all the shares. I love my Shopify. I think that company is amazing. It will do really well. Roblo has been also pain in the butt. It's been here. Look, it's just really lame duck for over a year now. Like most of this stock, most of the tech growth, high beta were pretty tough last year. It was a great time to accumulate. I have 400 shares of Roblo. and I sold 55 calls on this one. I'm happy to get rid of Roblo for 55. I sold 2 calls on 55. If we break about this, supply demand zone, now, it's going to be supply because it's above. I'm going to be happy. Good for Roblo. We tried here a little bit in last year in August. Again, August seems to be this time when it rallies. Maybe kids are at home and they are playing too much Roblo because parents are going crazy with having kids at home. So that one is 55. And if we keep rolling, also 60, just like do it this way. Sell 1 or 2, and then when the stock goes higher, sell more. So you don't have like this crazy FOMO that you're missing out. Last one was Redfin. Redfin I traded with shares. I traded it with selling covered calls. It's also waking up from that. It's up, my God, 460% since October. I mean, who knew, right? Everyone told Redfin goes to 0. And I sold 17 calls. I'm right now in the money, but I don't care because my average on those is 13. And it's, to me, also quite speculative stock. It's super high beta. It's tiny, moves like crazy. So 17, look, we are 16 something now. If I get rid of the shares again, I have 800 shares of Redfin or 900. I'm not exactly sure. And I sold 3 calls. So whatever, I will get rid of, cash. I'm a trader. I like to have cash. I don't mind this movement plus the premiums. Collect premiums. You can make thousands of dollars every month if you spend time doing this. And you don't have to always day trade. I don't like day trading. Last week I took 4 day trades and 3 of them went well. 1 of them were average. It's just for me too stressful. I take it when I see good setup. I feel like I'm controlling my emotions much better around selling options and doing swing trading. And that work for me. Most of money I make that way. And this is like easy money. It doesn't require too much work. You can have a full-time job. You can just look at your portfolio in the morning, see if there is a spike in volatility, what is happening, if there is some of your stocks. Have a portfolio like me here. I have my entire portfolio on here. And every morning I go and I just click change. And when I see something is really down and I want to sell puts, I do it. I see if the days, at least 2-3 bad days. If it's just one, it's kind of okay. Like, you look at this stock. It's so overbought. Okay. Overbought, not oversold. I make that mistake all the time. It's very overbought. RSI is overbought. You want to wait more. You don't want just one red day. You want it to go back to the mean. You want it to retest a little more and then you can sell it. Because if you sell puts here, you might as well get a sign. I don't know if I don't want to get a sign every time I sell put, right? And then you see what is up. The same thing. I look, Airbnb was really nice. 2.3% would be a good day to sell more covered calls, right? So you can do that, have a nice watch list. And every day, if you're working in the morning, just spend maybe 15 minutes, look at your stocks. And then maybe through the day when you have lunch break, you can look at the stocks and see what do I own and what can I do with my portfolio? Is the stock really high up? What's happening? Are there news? If it's earnings and it's really red, you can sell put too. If you love the company, want to add more, make sure you have money to buy it, because if you get a sign you don't have money, you can get margin calls. So these are all the stuff I did last week, besides trading, of course. And I hope this was helpful, guys. Follow Leah the Trader. I will be doing this very often. Every week when I'm selling options, I will do recap for you. I will do recap of my trades. So there's a lot to learn. And yeah, smash the like button. Thank you.